And we are back, and I am nailless because they were already falling off. So I just committed, took them all off. My natural nails, pretty long for my nails. So I figured I would do a little bit of tapping without nails until I felt like putting nails on. That's what this segment is all about. Also, my stomach sabotaging me. Absolutely sabotaging. I'm gonna have to name this section Tapping and Stomach Grumbles. I'm just gonna will it away. I found my favorite items. I already feel like I'm nervous about how many items I have, and that this segment is gonna be 8 hours long, and that's gonna be the rest of the video. Because this is the tapping until I get bored segment. So I don't really have a plan. Look at my new phone case. I got targeted on Facebook. Look how cute. I don't even like pink. Tapping is my favorite thing to do. A lot of people ask like what my favorite thing to film is. I just love like the tactile triggers. But I don't think I'm like particularly like good at tapping, if that makes sense. But I also know that sometimes it just like floats someone's boat. So even if someone hates my tapping, someone else might love my tapping. So I'm just gonna do my thing, like I have been for the last 10 years. See, I'm already kind of bored with this one. That was fast because I don't think it sounds that good, and I have short nails on right now. Short nails on. My normal nails, my natural nails. Iconic triggers first, I think. Dare I start with the toaster coaster? I feel like I should. I shall. My boxes are so beat up. I really prefer my toaster coasters to the OG toaster coasters, actually. This texture is like smoother. It's much more pleasant for me. And I think it sounds really nice. It's not going to be tapping until I get bored. It's going to be tapping until my arms give out. Does anyone remember when I did the tapping challenge with the other ASMR artists? That was actually nutty to set up. It was really fun. I like forget we did that all the time. Patala one. I remember that. She's got stamina, which was confirmed when she came to film Donkey with me for Shrek. Stamina. Those were long days. have a rogue OG in here. I didn't even know that. I'm trying to breathe away, my stomach grumbles. OG, mine. The OG, much more textured. And then mine. I think I've said this anecdote before, but like whenever I go out with my grandma, she'd be like, "Do you have to touch everything in the store? You have to touch everything?" And I was like, "Yes, I do. For some reason, I have to touch everything." And then I made it my job. I just need to know what it feels like. I do prefer fast talk. I played piano for a really long time. I still do, but like, you know. And I feel like similar. I would often get told to slow down. To get yelled at. And that again is kind of like the fast and aggressive wave of ASMR came a few years into me making ASMR videos, and I was so happy when that like became a thing, because I do feel like it's kind of what the community was missing at the time, because you know, people who want to understand ASMR, it's like, oh, you know, it's relaxing, so they're like, okay, cool, so it's like slow and spa-like and gentle, and I'm like, yes, but not all the time. There's a difference, like, it's so fast, and like what can give you ASMR tingles can be, like, dare I say, like almost anything. It's like concepts can give you ASMR. You know what I mean? A lot of people, like, so if you're trying to explain ASMR, oh, so it's like you like tapping sounds. And I'm like, yeah, but another really common trigger is that people get ASMR when someone's making something for them. Like, that's a trigger. It's like a concept. Or like the lying to trigger, where I say like, this is a circle. Do you like the circle? Do you like the glass circle? A concept. So So very similarly, I really enjoy the fast and aggressive ASMR can like really trigger my actual like ASMR sensations. Whereas some of the calmer content also can, but maybe that's like more like it's good for sleep. Whereas like the faster ones is better for, I don't know, I listen to ASMR like when I'm doing my makeup and stuff like that. I like very normal paced talking. Usually soft-spoken, but oh, good whispers is good for me too. But I don't like when the pace is slow. Like I don't like when the talking is slow. I want to hear like just normal speed talking. And talking is my biggest trigger. So even though I'll appreciate a really good sound and I'm like, oh my god, that's nice. And I definitely get ASMR from sounds. I'm most likely to get ASMR just from like a talking roleplay, you know? It doesn't need the extra sound. Which is why I yap a lot as well. But also because I can't help it. And I just think it's like more my forte to be saying things. Some ASMR artists are not talkers, and so like they're so good at their sounds, they're so good at what they do. And I just don't know if that's my forte, so I don't usually do it. And every time I like poll people, overwhelmingly people want talking in the video. And I'm sure it's because I've probably done like, I don't know, less than 10 non-talking videos in 10 years. So anyone who's subscribed to my channel is like not here for no talking videos. They're probably going somewhere else, you know. But I do think I could shut the file a little longer during triggers. I'll feel like I have gone so long without talking and it's like 20 seconds. Okay. Because I also don't want to jump scare you. Like, what if I'm getting really into a trigger and I go like 5 minutes without talking, and then all of a sudden I hear this grating noise. So it reminds me of how masseuses, when they're like going to another part to, you know, maybe they're massaging your shoulders, and then maybe they're gonna like go massage your legs, and they have to like walk around the table. They usually will like keep a hand on you the whole time, like while they're walking, so that they don't like lift their hand up and then like you get like a tactile input in a random new location. You're like, oh, what was that? It's like that. You get the transition. So if I never stop talking, I can't scare you by talking. iconic trigger, wooden blocks. These are a little bit like harder to tap on. The surface area is much smaller. With the toaster coaster, you could see I can kind of just like grip it, but this is like, it's just different. I think they sound good like together. I truly wonder what the fan noise in here is from. Like, is it just my camera? The road? It must be my camera. I'm filming with a camera with a fan in it because I'm filming for so long at 4K. My camera without a fan in it literally like overheats and stops filming. And we can't have that while we're doing 10 hours. Oh, I like that. I gave myself some more surface area. Like, I have a lot of triggers to go. I need to not look. Stay in the moment, Gibi. Stay in the moment. I brought myself a little pouch to eat. In case the stomach growling starts. Thinking about moving the mics. Thinking about it. Thinking about it. Come here. Look at me. Get over here. Get over here. Get over here. Gonna touch your ear. And turn. Just like that. Okay, good. Those aren't even on the screen. Close your eyes. Ooh, this one has like texture, and then this one doesn't. Let me see if I can find a textured side. Not really. That one's better. I must tap against the plane. Is that a fighter jet? Or it could be a neighbor doing leaf blowing. You can spend whatever you want. You can spend whatever you want on a studio. You can spend it on soundproofing. quadruple your layers. The leaf blowers will get through. I saw on Facebook, I love Facebook, that some town was like banning either leaf blower, I think it was leaf blowers, like for a period of time, and everyone in the comments was like so up in arms, like so offended, and I was like, I am not on your side. Everyone can leaf blow at the same time and be done with it, okay? Let's all leaf blow. Do it. Do it. Use a rake. I'm just kidding. I understand that they're useful. But oh my god, it's annoying. Okay, I think I'm bored with these. You know what I'm not gonna be bored with? These next two triggers. This is the cow backpack. It's like this structured. There's no way this is leather. It's not leather. Plastic, I guess, like vinyl here, and then the texture here. Like, that's not even the zipper sound, that's just the texture of the bag. Then there is a zipper. Oh, mama. Even just like handling the bag. There is something in the bag. I kept it in on purpose, so I'd have something to interact with when I open the bag. But I just used this on a trip. I don't love unzipping. I don't love that. These little pill bags. These are great if you don't want to bring a whole pill bottle with you. And I use these for my sesame dosing when I travel. So I'm on maintenance of oral immunotherapy, which means I eat a teaspoon of sesame seeds a day to desensitize my body because I'm allergic to sesame. So if there's always, I think this is explaining it very crudely, if there's always sesame in my system, then my immune system doesn't it's not as sensitive to freaking out if I were to accidentally ingest sesame elsewhere. So you have to do it like every 24 hours to basically, like, there's always sesame in my system. So I go to a restaurant and there's like cross-contamination. My body is like, doesn't notice that I maybe consume some sesame. You know what I mean? I believe is kind of how it works, but you have to like work your way up. So I started with 1/6 of a sesame seed, and like that was low enough that my body like didn't notice. And then you do that for like 2 weeks at least, and then you go up a little bit. So it took me a few there's a whole bunch of conditions you have to meet. Like, you have to know what triggers your allergies. Like, mine is like heat, cold, and empty stomach. And then it's like exercise as well. So, blah, 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 blah. I would say this is boring, but classic ASMR. Just talk about something super random. Anyway, I take my like sesame doses with me so I can do it every 24 hours. So I was on a trip and I used my little Calpac bag to hold my toiletries. I would not call this a space-saving bag. It's a very nice, like, organized bag. I like that the products can stand up, and I like that you can see what's inside. I like that it's structured so it doesn't fall over all over the place if you put it down on the counter in the bathroom or next to your bed. And I like how it sounds. I have other Calpac bags that I think are way more useful. This one kind of lives in my studio, and then I'll just grab it if I have like room for it on a trip, and I'm like bringing a lot of toiletries. It's like a lot of times when I'm driving, or like I'm bringing a big suitcase anyway, something like that. I love the handle. Subtitles are going to take on this video. This is like 10 to 20 videos in one because usually my videos are like half an hour. Be patient with Steven, okay? Be patient with Steven. If I know Steven, I'll get it done anyway. He'll be like, it only took me 5 hours to subtitle your 10-hour video, and I'll be like, Steven, how did you do that? And then our Spanish subtitler, shout out to Nuria, maximum speed translator, oh my lord. Oh my gosh. I pay them. I feel like maybe that conversation with myself sounded like it was just like a volunteer job. But you used to be able to just like submit subtitles for channels. But they took that away. I feel like it was just like there was like people would not do it in good faith or something, you know. But I really don't like the auto subtitles, so it was time. I don't even think I need nails for this section. I don't think I'm gonna put them on. Sometimes the fake nails make things sound very similar. If that makes sense. maybe not even off screen. It's like not that, it's just like far away from the mics, you know. Iconic triggers. Oh, the lotion bottle. Oh, good to be here forever. Forever and ever. This is my favorite trigger for other people to tap on. So I'm readjusting my little yoga ball feet. Oh my god, there's this one creator. I think it was literally like this lotion bottle. But oh my god. That video has been lost to the nether worlds. I don't know. I have no idea how to find it. But she's just like tapping on a lotion bottle. I actually really like when people have either fake nails on for this or finger pad tapping. It's like a little bit of an empty sound going on in this one. I'm not loving this one today. I also have this one. So I would say this is like iconic, like this shape or like that. But I have this one that I filmed with earlier in this video and really loved. So I have both of them. Ooh. The matte packaging. It doesn't sound amazing on the headphones, but maybe the Calpac bag is just too elite. You know, like, I like the handling sounds of this. But there's like a little sound. And that's the interesting part of tapping until I'm bored. Those were the like iconic triggers, kind of. The next section. Am I sweaty? Maybe. The next section is rare triggers, which it's kind of rare triggers. It's also like requested triggers. So I had asked a while ago for rare trigger requests, and I saved them all in a Google Sheet. And so I went through and found some where like the request was just an item. So for example, someone requested the emo belt. I would say that this is also an iconic trigger, so it's kind of like we're transitioning from in between the two. This is both iconic and requested. I guess the toaster coaster is like always requested as well. This one's less about actual tapping and more the surprised this leather hasn't just completely disintegrated. So that's pretty impressive. This is absolutely from like 2007. That's 19 years ago. Oh heavens. Maybe it is real leather. I just assumed this was plastic. It is plastic. Look at that. Man-made material. What if it's human leather? Man-made leather. That'd be a very hot topic of them. I'm sorry. I should connect this to the ceiling because I have like pipes on the ceiling specifically for hanging lights, and like when I do like a bird's eye view of a camera, I should just hang this from the ceiling and then just like cat toy it. Oh well, too lazy. Oh heavens. My stomach just made a really loud noise. Yeah, I think my stomach is not going to outlast my need for the tap. I mean, I can tap on my snack pouch. I'll do it after this guy. It reminds me of like the leather strap that you use to, like when you're shaving, like doing like a classic shave. You can like make sure your blade is nice and sharp. Now I'm bouncing on the yoga ball. Sorry. Subtle tapping. Oh, hello there. I really want to do a video of like cleaning out my studio, because I guarantee I actually wouldn't get rid of that much stuff, but I would realize what I've been like not paying attention to in all like my bins of triggers. I definitely have a hard time getting rid of stuff because the nature of what I do means like pretty much anything could be used, and there have been so many times where I don't eat something for years, and then I'm like, why I do have that actually, and I know exactly where it is. Oh, the worst is like, I do have that, and I don't know where it is. But there's there's like the old, Monk, M-O-N-Q. It's like a vape that's not a vape or something. that we had used for Shrek for Tiptoe Tingles as dragon, because we needed like a puff of smoke. So like I still have that in a cup. I'm like, I'm not gonna use that. Like, Tiptoe already used it. It's probably expired as hell. And so I was like, oh, I should like throw this out. And then I was like, wait. Turn it into a video. And we can see what random stuff we can find before it goes away forever, you know? I was watching some of my old videos, like to prepare for this video, and like the 10 years in 10 minutes one that was live last week. So many of my triggers are gone. And I'm like, dang, I missed that. Where'd it go? I don't know. So. But now I have more room to put things. Like, I think I had to get rid of stuff before because I had no room. I started with like one bin under my bed. The one that you saw during the photos section. All the studs are connected like with spikes that go through the man-made leather. And then they probably poke through, and then you flatten them. You flatten them, and then they stay in for 20 years. It's amazing. Stretch my arms, honestly. That was nice. I like that a lot. Big fan. Okay. I'm gonna eat my pouch. Look at this guy. Whole milk Greek yogurt pairs with cherries and blueberries for a very delicious flavor blast. This organic snack features purple sweet potato, probiotics, and 4 grams of protein per serving. I don't think this is going to fit very well in the video. I think I'm just going to watch this. It's full. It's full. It's full. Ready? It's empty. I think that was literally like 30 seconds anyway. Ooh, okay. Put the lid back on. And then I'll rinse it out. And I found a service where you can recycle these. I think it was through TerraCycle, and like, it's exhausting, but like trying to figure out how to recycle stuff and like be a good consumer and everything, like it's hard for me to recommend them to people because it's expensive. It's expensive to do, but I do it because I want to, but I know like a lot of people can't because some of the prices are exorbitant to just like responsibly get rid of your garbage. But it is through TerraCycle if you want to check out. have a lot of good information on their website, like recycling program, like free recycling programs around. A lot of companies do. Like, I want to say like each nut brand like has a recycling program. So if you like, you can send those back in, or contacts, single-use contacts. A lot of eye doctors will have a place to recycle them in their office. That kind of thing. I think even Solo Cup does one for cups, which is nice. I've used that before when we had a beer Olympics. I was like, everybody rinse out your cups before you throw them away. And not even throw them away. I had a bin, a marked bin. It worked pretty well. I did have to go back and rinse out a lot of nasty beer cups. But I felt it was worth it. Salt candle holder. This one was requested. This is one heavy mama, okay? So I don't know how long I can hold this up for. There's something about this. Did it just yell at me? There's something about this. If you tap on it, it gave us like a crazy sound. Remember that? I can't remember how I had to hold it though. Because it wasn't just this. It wasn't just like this rocky sound. I had to cover it. Hello, plane. That's a plane. Maybe it did. It was like. Would it be crazy if I looked it up? I feel like in general, this tappy sound that I'm doing, my like pace of tapping, I'm boring myself. Okay? So we'll see how long this segment lasts. Gibi, ASMR, salt candle holder. Surprisingly satisfying sounds with new triggers. Amazing. 653 salt candle holder.
Salt candle holder. However,
this is so meta right now.
Crazy.
That's what I'm saying.
But I don't hear it like when I do it live.
I'm also having trouble with this.
So was it a fluke?
In 2024.
I only hear it in like post-production.
It's definitely not that girl.
Sure. So let's give it some good taps.
Okay.
And just find out.
It sounds the same as what I'm doing here. Gibi, I hope you figure it out.
Exclusively for the Reagan roleplay.
From Mob Psycho.
Your sticker fell off with that.
This was kind of a concept I wanted to do later in the video if I didn't make it to 10 hours, but I think we're going to make it to 10 hours pretty easily. Doing ASMR with myself.
I like the scratching.
So I might make that its own video later. I'll put it on the calendar. I do like the scratching sounds. I'm right.
There it is. So you have to cover the candle opening. It's like an instrument.
you want more ASMR, surprisingly satisfying sounds with new triggers from April 13th, 2024. Oh my gosh. I worked out this morning, okay? It was arm day. Which was actually really stupid, huh? I wasn't thinking. Do you hear that? Oh, I just cursed. Fast. Edit that out. Or just like, the actual word. This is a family-friendly channel. Kind of. That reminds me of this. Oh my god. I can't just do that. What was it? It was like. What was it? There was some trigger also. It was something to do with like tapping your cheeks. But I can't remember. I'm gonna have to do another deep dive. I'm pretty sure I made a TikTok about it. It's like, how the hell am I gonna find that? I feel like that's giving Freddy Fish. I like it. My hands are getting salty. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm sure some of you wanted me to keep going with that longer. The next one I'm excited about, but I think maybe I should wipe my hands off before that one. It's the new Codex book that I have. Someone specifically asked if I could just do the spine, which this was actually the inspiration for this segment. Like doing the requested triggers, because someone was like, this Codex Regenesis. I was showing it off in a recent video, and they were like, the spine tapping on this is so good in particular. But it like wasn't that type of video, so I couldn't spend a long time on it, so I want to. Let's do the Katy Perry shoe. I can get salty hands on the Katy Perry shoe. Unworn. I was like, gonna wear these for a wedding, pick something else. And when I showed my one friend who always send each other, like, you know how you have different friends you go to for different stuff? Like, we always show each other, like, outfit options and things like that. I showed her this as a shoe option. She's like, what is that? I'm like, a Katy Perry shoe. Maybe Katy Perry should stop. And I talked about this in a recent video before, where it's just like, this is clearly inspired by Indian fashion, and the like OG Indian fashion shoes are so much cuter, like so much cuter, so much cuter. But I don't hate these, okay? I do think they sound fantastic for ASMR. Shoes in general, I really like. I feel like this shoe just needs to be like handled. Fabric upper. The lining is man-made material. Just material. Textile flocking outsole. Is that this? Because this looks like flocking to me. Is this called an outsole? Sure, why not? This is also very ergonomic for ASMR. A very important quality, as you saw with the salt. It's not ergonomic. It's less likely to last in a video. It's kind of like finger flutters though. Like I can only do them for a few minutes at a time at most. But I guess it makes them more special. This horrible thought of like, what if I wasn't recording? But I am. Thank goodness. I've done that before. More than once. Unworn. Okay. Someone said these shoes were a cobbler's dream. I'm like, I don't know what you mean by that, but true. Just like looks like a cobble shoe. I don't does kind of remind me of a shoe that would be like in a, not a fairy tale, but like a story, a fable, where you learn a lesson. This looks like a lesson shoe. I don't love like the sound of this part, but this part is really nice. Okay. Alright, Katie Cobbler, you're gone. I think I got the salt off of my fingers, so I can go. I'm gonna go from one end of the spectrum to the other. Now this is literally pure, gorgeous, handmade, original art. Okay. I'll link it, of course, because I can't not. I just have to share this with absolutely everyone I can. I do have like a much more in-depth video about this whole book on my channel. It's very recent. I'm gonna tell you the title. I'll link it. Yeah, you know what? This is a 10-hour video. What if you want to know right now? Tapping and Scratching New Things haul. It should be only a few months old. That will have more information about it. But it is... I'm gonna just like tell you what it is before I just tap on the spine. It is 5 fables. I'm looking at you, shoe. Of magic misused, and it's a puzzle book. The font is handmade. The art is obviously handmade. There's a lot of like paper work. Oh my gosh. And so at the end you have to unlock, literally unlock the back of the book to figure out, like, you'll see. In the beginning you get a letter, and this letter tells you like who you are and like the context of this story slash like world you're entering. Then you read the stories, solve all the puzzles, and it's a great ending. It's very, very satisfying. So anyway, highly recommend. Let's tap on the spine. have 2 DVD cases. They have stickers on them because we used to organize them by sticker. They're in the same category. They're in the purple category. Okay. Can you tell what they are? Here, wait. Don't look at me. It's not going to focus on this. They're in the exact same category of my movies. Shrek 2 and Howl's Moving Castle. Pining love stories with a brave, immature, and attractive male lead and an intelligent female lead who learns a lot along the way with an adorable sidekick. Amazing music and formidable old woman antagonists. Magic, creatures, animation, art. Anyway, someone requested tapping on DVD cases, which I think I don't like very much, so. No, that's nice. Okay. Very shiny. I think this is the first Miyazaki movie I watched. Definitely too young to grasp. I was like, this is just like weird, but I like it, you know? I'm gonna need a YouTube essay, like a video essay YouTuber, to really talk about the overlaps of these. Okay. Shrek 2, great film. Great film. Shrek 2 is a great film, okay? Fantastic film. I can open it and tap on the inside. You know what's crazy? The DVD is actually in the DVD case. That never happens. Shall we? I believe I digitally own all of the Shreks as well. I can't believe I'm blanking on which one is which. There's only been 4. The 5th one is the one that's like coming out soon. The 3rd one, terrible. So bad that I never watched the 4th one up until like last year. The 4th one is great. Or at least like it's like way better than the 3rd. So if you haven't watched Shrek 4, you should. It's good. It's good. 3 is just so bad. Oh my god. Like stacking DVDs. Ooh, which one should we watch? Or maybe like packing them to like go on a long car trip, like with like a little portable DVD player. Or you're going to a sleepover. Gotta bring Pirates of the Caribbean, you know. Okay. Requested. I'm looking at you because the last requested one is a baseball cap. And I don't know if I want to put it on yet. So I might circle back to this bad boy and do. So I said I was going to grab new triggers. And I feel like I was thinking about something in particular when I had that idea to do new triggers, but I don't remember what it was, so I don't have a ton of new triggers. One of them is this Labubu. It could be any Labubu, I think, but this was the one I found first. It was on my backpack, and I just wanted to tap on the vinyl Labubu face for a minute or so. No one asked for this. Lab, 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 lab. Stop it, it's cute. It's cute. It's cute. It's cute. I am satisfied with the amount of Labubus I have, so my collection is no longer growing, but I really love the ones that I have. I use 2 of them for my keys, the small ones. The small ones are an amazing keychain, and you can find them so easily in your bag. I put one on my backpack, one on the diaper bag, and then I have 2 that are my fancy boo-boos. I pulled the like jester clown one, obsessed, and the one that I dressed up, my first Labubu, I dressed him up, and so sometimes this one comes off, and then the other ones will go on the back, depending. And then the rest of my Labubus, they were on the Labubu tree, which is a fake tree in my house, and I hung them like ornaments. And it's great. I love it. That's it. This isn't me tapping. This is TV. Get it together. This is just me talking about Labubus. The little hands. Tap, 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 don't know if you'll be able to see like the. Okay. Just like really gentle. I don't think it's chargeable. I think you have to have the cord plugged in. Like, take out the cord. Will it turn off? It's chargeable. I guess that makes sense for an outdoor lamp, right? Ooh, this is kind of like the salt candle holder, but without the. Do some curls. My rings, like, is that nice or not nice? I don't know. The constant stroke. Okay. I'll press the button. On. Off. On. Off. Okay. Alright, the last two triggers are hats. I didn't consider the fact that I'll be wearing headphones. And I'm gonna get bored way faster if I don't have my headphones on. Let's just see what happens if I'm also like sweating. Happy 10 years, everyone. I hope you're having a great time. This is a cork hat from my recent Cork Emporium video, where every item in the video was cork. Milady. is. And she wears that blue bucket hat to school. Okay, no, for real. I'm giving you free ideas here. I do like it right over my ears. I'd actually really like to compare this to the baseball hat, because this was a request. It was like the brim of a baseball hat. Don't look at me. Look at my flatty hair. I turned off the AC for you. This is the thanks I get. I've heard you're supposed to take 2 fingers worth of hair, pull them to the front, this hair behind, and then, I don't know, you're supposed to I can't remember the rest of it, but then you put your hat on. Or something. Is that cute? I don't care. Oh, way different experience for the wearer. Ooh. Okay, they requested brim tapping though. Can you guess where I got this hat? I got it in Chicago. There's a whole store of Chicago merch. Oh my gosh, what was it called? It's really cute. It's like very, very cute. I think it's called Wonder, something Wonder. Because there's a mini Wonder that sells baby clothes. And a lot of them are Chicago merch things. Very fun store. feel like because I don't live in Chicago anymore, I can get away with like, wearing Chicago merch. But I also feel like people who live in Chicago love Chicago so much that they just wear Chicago merch and nobody really bats an eye. Not sports merch, just like the city of Chicago. I gotta say, I think I'm bored of tapping. Once again, I don't. It's a mix of I'm a little sweaty, and I have to go to the bathroom because I drank a lot of water. My Hawaiian water. And yeah, so let me just run to the bathroom. And I do have plans for the next segment actually, so you just stay put, okay? Stay put. I'll be back. This really does feel like a stream. Okay. I'm unsticking myself from the yoga ball. Alright, don't leave. I'm bringing my phone with me.
Thank you so much for relaxing with me. If you are not a YouTube Premium member, remember to turn down your volume or turn off your device now